Okay, so in order to take the snorkel or the snorkus or the silencer or whatever you want to call it out, first I'm going to go down to the wheel well and take off all the paneling that I'm going to need to be able to actually take this thing out once it's disattached from right here. So the first thing you need to do for taking out your silencer is you need to take out your air box, or if you have a cold air intake, take that out. If you want to figure out how to do that, I just did a video on it, check right up here, and you can go ahead and do that. But once you get to this point, then we're going to move on. So down here on the passenger side of the car, we have this on the Forester. It's a little wind guard, rain guard guy. So if you actually take a look under here, I've already got them off, but there's going to be 2 holes, and you're going to have these things stuck in there. So you're going to have to turn them, and then you're going to have to somehow pull them out without breaking them. So just to show you, there's 2 there. And there's also one that's hidden underneath here. I can actually rotate this to show you guys. There's that one. Take that one out. Once you have that one out, then you're able to get the other ones. There's one over here, and I think that's it for under here. Then we're gonna come around to the inside of the wheel well, and there's one back there. Right below it, there's a pin. There's just a bunch of them down here that we gotta pop off real quick. Just a note for you guys, the ones that are right in here that I just pulled out, they're a little bit different from the ones on the outside. The ones on the outside look like this. Basically, you just turn it a little bit so the nub comes out, and then you pull it. Once it's out about that far, then you can grab it by this fatter piece and then pull it all the way out. The other ones that are in here are a full twisting. So there's actually threads. You can see right in there, there's actually threads. So you twist it out as far as you can, and then this whole thing just kind of falls out. All right, so now I'm gonna start to pull this out. I just popped it out a little bit. There is a total of 5 screws that hold this together and everything that is right under here. And then once you come in here, there's gonna be 2 that you need to take out. There's the one that was up there and the one further up. Those 2 right there, 1 and 2. Once you take those out, then you can kind of pry this out. This is the line where it was in. So you just kind of shimmy this whole thing out. And because we took those in the back out, this thing can bend more. If you want to, you can take out another one that's right back there. There's one more. So I'm just gonna pull this back. Like so we can actually get in here. Just need to look up in here, and this big thing in the way right here, this plastic piece, that is what we are taking out. So now I have all of that Fender stuff popped open so I can get up in there. Now I can take off this bolt, and then it disattaches. I don't know why Subaru did this, probably because of regulations, but the way that your engine gets air is absolutely insane. I can't believe they actually did this. The way that it gets air is through here, right here underneath. It sucks in air from down here as it's smushed against this. I mean, that's already in the way. So this thing's sitting here sucking in air from right here. Do you see any cold air areas down here? I mean, there's a little bit right there, and yeah. So it sucks in air through there, goes in through here, goes through this, I'll take it out so you can show it, huge silencer to make it quieter, comes back up through this hole, through the filter, through that hose, through here, and then into your engine. Why? Why, Subaru? Why would you? That's it? Why? Why? So now that it's taken off, we have one more little nut right here that's going into this screw. So we are gonna get 10 millimeter and take this off. Once that is taken out, you're gonna be left with the threading there, and you just have to push it back. So it's now inside the fender, nice and loose, and we should be able to shimmy it out from here. From the videos I've seen, there should be one more bolt, screw kind of thing looking like that, that's holding this in there. I don't know exactly where it is, but I believe I have to get it from under the car. So you're learning with me. Let's get this damn thing out. Okay, back at the front of the car. Here we are. This is loose because we took everything off, so I didn't do anything extra. So this is hanging down, so we can take a peek up in here. And there is another bolt. If we take a look up in here, this big old thing is what we're trying to take out. Now, if you move it around, you can tell right up here, so here we are at the front of the car. This little piece I have hanging down. This is mainly because this is going to hang down anyway. I didn't do anything special. This part just is attached to the whole thing that I already unscrewed. So let me get under here and show you the screw that is actually holding this whole thing together. There's the screw right there holding the whole thing together. It's right up there. If you come under here and move around this big old plastic silencer that we're trying to delete, you'll be able to see it. But you just come up right up here and you'll be able to see the big old screw. It's the one closest that it won't focus on because I'm using my phone. So this big pile of nasty stuff was just hanging up in there. Anyway, there it is. It's a little nut washer all in one piece. But once you get that out, you'll be able to see, I backed it out already, but it is a bolt that's basically attached to it up inside its own little hanger. So all you got to do is take this and just push it up and it will slide out. Now this whole thing should be loose, so we can swing back around here and take it out of that. As you can see, I went ahead and turned my tire in so I can get this out. It's kind of a pain in the butt. You have to make sure that you get that final screw down at the bottom out so it can drop down a little bit. You have to make sure these are no longer catching on the holes that they're in. I actually took out this little brace, or not brace, the little anti-rubbing thing. I took that out. There's a wire harness back here. It was catching on, so I just kind of popped that up a little bit. And then the last part is you have to make sure it gets over this. It does have that pin on just one side. I was wrong. It's not on both sides, but there's no way I'd be able to get a screwdriver back here and take it out. There's just not enough room. But you can get this out without taking it out. So I got this out. Now I just need to squeeze the rest of this damn thing out. And if I have to, I will cut it in half. It will come out. Got you. I win. Okay, so I did get it out. What I ended up doing is actually turning it so it looked like this. It was stuck in there like that, and I just kind of like twisted it out through here. I really wish my tire would just come in a little bit more because this front bumper was bending out just a little bit, but hey, I got it out without damaging anything or stretching anything. If you know a better way of getting this out, do tell. But I guess I could have taken the tire off. That probably would have been much easier. So, take the tire off, it'd be easier. But now, the snorkus is out, the silencer. Look at all this. Look at all this extra stuff just to make the car quiet. You don't want it quiet, it's got a turbo. It has a small turbo for now, but no, not gonna happen. Now that that's out, there is nothing restricting any sort of airflow wherever it may come from. Probably be a good idea if I routed some hose or something for some fresh air up here, or maybe something down there. Anyway, that is how you remove the silencer. Hey guys, thanks for sticking around to the end of the video. If you haven't already, make sure you follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram so you can get some behind the scenes stuff that hasn't happened yet and unreleased content that no one else has seen. And if you haven't already, watch that video. And if you watch that video, watch that video. And if you've watched both of those videos already, make sure you subscribe down here. Yeah, watch this stuff. It's awesome. And if you've watched that, and subscribe,